Hey, I'm Rennie, a Canadian living in Israel for 2 years now. Welcome to my observation diary of Israelisms. Observation number 1. Israelis smoke a poop ton of pot. As a Canadian, I love my pot. I love it with some ice cream, some Star Wars, picking up after my dog. Whatever it is, you name it, it's better with a joint in my hand. So now I'd like to take a moment to let this notion that Israelis smoke more pot, yes, more pot, than Canadians sink in. Yeah, okay, good. When I say that you can go to any big restaurant or bar in Tel Aviv on any major street, sit at an outside table on that street, take out your pot, roll a joint, and smoke it without anyone saying anything, I am not even a little bit exaggerating. Don't believe me? Ask your server straight up. The conversation will go something like this. Hey, miss, can I? And you'll gesture to your joint without daring to utter the word pot because the question sounds ridiculous to you, of course. And she also won't even speak. Instead, she'll just look at you like this. A look that reads as something like, yes, of course, sweetie, mixed with pity that you were even clueless enough that you had to ask. And for some unknown reason, no policemen are ever around those restaurants on those major streets. It's like they got some sort of secret unwritten memo to stay away. Now, imagine that, okay? Not having to find a dark street corner or alleyway nearby in order to smoke like a sketch ball and then go back in the restaurant. And instead, just staying at your table. And hey, while you're here, why not light up another one and another until you catch my drift? People smoke joints here like they're cigarettes. Still, I guess I'm being a little misleading because of two things. Number one, the pot in Israel is significantly weaker than its Canadian or American counterparts. Sorry guys, but it's true, and you will never stumble upon a sativa in this neck of the woods, or any variety or selection whatsoever for that matter. Most everything you smoke makes you drowsy as shit. Number two, Israelis never ever smoke real joints as we classify them. What they refer to as joints are actually spliffs because, and this is another thing, pot in Israel is ridiculously expensive. The equivalent of $27 per gram. Yes, $27. They even hit bongs or bowls with batch. But still, I maintain my claim. I mean, accumulatively anyway, more pot is being smoked here. And at any time of the frickin' day too, okay? When you wake up, when you walk your dog, when you take your lunch break, with your coworkers while on a shooting day. After dinner, before a nice long shower, before bed. It is an ingrained, normal part of daily life here. I mean, where else can you smoke pot in most any professional setting? The answer is nowhere. Oh, and this excessive pot smoking is not even limited to our generation. Walking my dog a few months ago, I had the sincere pleasure of meeting and chatting with a brilliant and very well-known professor from one of the best universities here. Very credible, very legit. And what happened? He whipped out a joint and puff past that shit. Without asking if I wanted, just assuming that I did. Take also my family friends here, okay? After dinner together, the kids pass around joints at the table, and the adults say nothing. Like, duh, post-meal joints are standard, what? Even though I'm tickled to say that now that recreational pot use is being legalized in Canada, thanks to our new super hot PM, hey JT, that's what life holds in store for Canadians too. So good shit, Canada. I'm excited to be inside you again in a year's time, regardless of the inevitable price increase, okay? As for you, America, I have no words of comfort. Good luck with that. And Israel, well, I'm looking forward to this next chapter in our relationship. This nitpicky, hyper-analytical phase in which I get to be all judgy and bitchy and you just have to deal while providing me with a lot of rad materials for my cultural comparisons. Oh yes, that is true joy. I'm Rennie, and I look forward to reading your dick comments. Hear, hear.